Good evening, Oprah Daily Insiders. I'm so happy to have you all here. We're gathered together again. Our last class on renewal with the Professor Arthur Brooks was powerful, and I'm looking for the same thing tonight. And I'm thrilled to be able to continue on this journey with you all together as we tackle how to integrate service into our daily lives. As you all know, I am a collector of quotes. And one of my all time favorite quotes in all of the world is from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who said many years ago that not everybody can be famous, but everybody can be great because greatness is determined by service. So I often wonder how Dr. King would feel now seeing everybody on Instagram trying to be famous and not doing a whole lot of serving. But this is what I do know, that whatever you are working on in your life, striving for in your life, whether you're a doctor, teacher, lawyer, clerk, whether you're a delivery man, a serviceman, if you shift to a life of service, everything immediately changes. If you just shift the paradigm, if you're an actor, you're a singer, you're a mother, if you shift the paradigm to how do I use who I am and what I have in service to something greater than myself, everything changes. That I know for sure, and that's what we're going to be talking about tonight with two really outstanding. Dr. Lulu, a Texan who's vacationing in Greece. Dr. Lulu, I heard what you said. I am you, you are me, we are so connected. So I thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for sharing that, Gian. Dr. Lulu, you told us that giving back has sometimes stressed you out and even given you a sense of imposter syndrome. How so?
I'm the queen of imposter syndrome, even as I work my way towards trying to clear all of the bulrush and blaze a trail. How will I not have imposter syndrome, anti-Oprah? But as a physician and as a mom of a transgender young adult in the state of Texas, I wake up feeling imposter syndrome, and I go to bed feeling imposter syndrome. N equals one. I'm the one person who I feel is fighting the governor and the schools and everybody who is trying to get the kids. So I get overwhelmed like crazy. And then I think, I don't know what I'm doing because I feel like I'm the only one. So my question for Van Jones was, how do you not feel like you have imposter syndrome when you do have one? How do you not feel it?
Well, first I want to say I just appreciate that you're sticking up for your child. It's so important. And when I was a kid, I had a lisp, I had a stutter, I was on crutches for a while, and my mom was just my champion. She wouldn't let people pick on me. She told me I could do it, and so, and I don't think there's anything phony or fake about that. You're saying you're an imposter. I can tell you really care about your child, and that's the root of what you're trying to do. And I think that to the extent that you may get disconnected from that, I would just attend to that. The root of what you're trying to do is you're sticking up for your child. I would say that number one. The number two, what I would say is that I wouldn't cling so tightly to what you're saying. You're saying I'm the queen of imposters, and your mind and your soul and your heart hear every word that you say. And I wouldn't let anybody come on this show and say that to you. I would be very upset if someone said you're the queen of imposter, because you're not. You're the queen of, taking care of your child in a hostile environment. And that's a beautiful thing. So I think there's something that happens sometimes. We kind of almost embrace a negative self-talk. And my prayer for you would be to let that go. You may feel anxious. You may feel overwhelmed. You may feel that you don't have all the skills that you need, and that's okay. And then the prayer becomes, get me what Lord, send me the help I need, the guidance that I need, and that guidance will come. But I just reject out of hand what you're saying because I don't believe it to be true. And I believe in you. I believe in what you're trying to do. I think you're here for a very big purpose. I think you're probably doing a fantastic job. And, just shake off anything that is encouraging you to say anything bad about yourself because it's not true.
Yeah. And you didn't get that doctor behind your name by being an imposter. I was going to ask you, when you were saying that, what is it about what you're doing feels fake or phony or like you're an imposter?
Because I'm a pediatrician to begin with, and I've worked with parents who struggle as soon as their kids tell them that they're LGBT or not LGBT or something in that rainbow family. The parents themselves replace their kids in the closet, like literally. They just kind of shrink and make it about them. And I experienced all of those feelings myself. And then when I try to speak up, I don't see anyone else doing it. It's almost like it's easier to just go this way than to go uphill. But I know I can't. I'm N equals 1. I'm the only one that I know who is doing this as a physician and as a parent coach. But there's no one else doing it. So I'm like, well, if no one else is doing it, maybe I shouldn't be doing it, But then again, I want to do it. And I know I'm all about
that doesn't make you an
suicide
imposter. That makes you gallant in this moment. That doesn't make you an imposter. That makes you the exact opposite. So I would take to heart what Van is saying, because I too, I was just trying to understand how it is that you could you don't get to be who you are where you are and on a trip in Greece right now. You don't get to be who you are having worked as hard as you've worked and put the time, the effort, the energy in, and be an imposter with that. You just don't. Because here you are, a Black woman with Black skin in a world that sees you and sees that first. And in order for you to have made the achievements that you've had, means you had to stand strong, stand tall from day one. That's what you've been doing, and that's what you continue to do. So we don't want to hear that word coming out of your mouth no more, okay?
Amen.
Yes, Auntie Oprah.
Amen. Okay. It's my belief that all children should work. Our next class will be on October 11th, and we'll be talking about gratitude. And if you want to be a part of that live audience, we just sent out the questionnaire for you to fill out. And if you haven't had a chance to watch all the classes, you can scroll down at the bottom and watch. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all next month. And until then, I hope you'll jump in those comments. And remember, whatever your current job, your profession, your aspiration in life, if you shift the paradigm to how can I use who I am, what I have, what I know in service to something that's bigger than me, everything changes. Everything changes. Thank you for being here. Good night.